My bedtime shirt. Hey guys. Um, so I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about how lonely walking the red road is. Um, and it's not lonely in that you don't have family, friends, or people behind you supporting you. Because believe me, I do. I know I do. I have a lot of you guys here supporting me. The loneliness, for my part, anyways, and from my perspective, my loneliness comes from feeling different from pretty much everyone else. Until I walk into an NA meeting or until I walk into the Four Seasons with my healing brothers and sisters that are here in this program with me. When I walk into a room with anybody else, with normal people, in NA we call them normies, you feel different. You don't feel like everybody else. You kind of sit there and observe, and you literally feel yourself detach. You can be in the same room, seeing the same things, having the same experience as everyone else, but you are detached from it. It's literally like you're on the outside of the glass looking in, kind of thing. And that's a lonely place to be. Never, ever, ever in my life have I ever been okay with being alone or with feeling loneliness. Loneliness was one of my biggest fears. I could not be alone, not even for 5 minutes. Like I always, ever since I was in high school, I had to have a boyfriend, have a partner by my side. The most important thing to me was in having a boyfriend. Never, ever, ever be alone. This is the longest time that I've ever been alone. I've always had somebody as far back as I can remember. But I don't want a romantic partner. Like, like the more I start thinking about relationships and commitments and all that kind of stuff, the more I just do not want to partake in something that's going to cause me that much stress and anxiety. I just want friends. I just want friendship. I just want people in my life and around me in life that are going to support me, guide me, be there for me, empower me, and just be my friend. Um, and that's the first time in my life. This is the first time in my life that I'm actually feeling this way. And yeah, I do get lonely. I do feel alone sometimes, especially right now, which is why I wanted to do a video talking about loneliness. Because, sometimes being single is hard. I find it really hard sometimes because I'm such a sharing person that when I am having an experience, whatever that may be, I want to share that with somebody. And I'm a very, very intimate person. When I have a relationship with someone, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I like bare my soul. Um, it's very, very personal. So not having that for me it's quite hard sometimes. Sometimes I'll catch myself missing my best friend, who was my best friend the last year and a half, and wishing that I could share my experiences with him. And sometimes I catch myself missing my ex, wishing that I could share my experiences and be intimate with him. And other times I catch myself even missing my ex-husband. But I think when I get down to the brass tacks of it, what I miss most, it's just that intimate connection. I'm not really missing them. I'm just missing that intimate connection. Um, but I'm learning to be okay with that as well because I am learning to have that intimate connection with myself. Learning how to love myself again has been an interesting journey, and I find that it is a daily struggle. I have not figured it out yet, but I'm learning to love myself. Some days are easy, and other days not so much. And some days I just don't even think about it. But yeah, being on the red road, um, you find yourself where you can be, crowded room full of people, and yet you still feel alone. And I feel that way a lot. But a lot of the time, I'm putting myself there. You know what I mean? Like, if it weren't for my pattern of thinking, I could go walk in that room and not be lonely. If I changed my perception, my pattern of thinking, behavior, and blah, 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 I could change it to match the pattern of behavior, thinking, and vibe that is in that room, then I become a part of that room, a part of that experience, and I'm in it. I'm experiencing it. I'm a part of it. So I'm not alone anymore. But if I can't get myself to be on that same frequency, then you feel a part of it. You don't feel like you are a part of it. So, hence, you feel very alone. You're on the outside of the glass looking. Um, Walking the red road is it's difficult. But if I'm to be perfectly honest, walking that that black road, walking that black road is more difficult. Um, One thing that I like hearing in recovery is addicts saying, that they just need to put as much effort into their recovery as they did into their addiction. Because I know that for me, when I was an addict, I put all the effort I could into getting my drugs. I did everything to get my drugs and make sure that I had my drugs. I did everything I could to make sure my drugs would last so that I could be high every single day, even though I could barely even afford it. I would buy what I could afford, and then I would manage that amount so that um I would have enough to get high every day for a certain amount of weeks, right? And that's what I would do. And that required a lot of effort, a lot of effort, especially for me being an addict on freaking social assistance on welfare. Like, I could only spend $200 to $300 a month on my habit, on my drug of poison. So I would buy in bulk, which still wasn't a lot. So, I'd buy a ball and I would make that ball last for 2 weeks. And try to anyways. I mean, sometimes it wouldn't, sometimes it would only last a week. But I did for the most part, I can make the ball last. I think I even made one last 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. But that took a lot of dedication. And that was a lot of work. And so I honestly, when I heard that in the NA program, I heard somebody say that all they have to do is put that same amount of effort into their recovery as they did into their addiction and they'd be fine. Because that's so true. It's so true. Put the same amount of sorry. Put the same amount of effort into your recovery you did in your addiction, and you will maintain your recovery the rest of your life. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the same amount of effort into everything that I want to do and accomplish in my life that I did in my recovery. I mean, in my addiction. Um, so Walking the red road is not for the weak. Neither is walking the black road. Both are difficult, but only one is rewarding. And the one is going to have the greatest rewards that you will ever gain in your life. It's hard being alone. I would really love someone to share this with. But that also scares me because every time I've fallen in love, it has backfired. I've ended up hurt. I don't want to hurt anymore. I mean, pain is a part of life. Pain is a part of growth and maturity. I guess I'm just sick and tired of falling in love and not having it mean anything. I just want I want it to mean something. I just want to make this clear. Just I don't want a relationship. I don't want a commitment. I guess I can't say relationship because to me a relationship is a friendship. It's a relationship is the connection that you have with another human being. That's a relationship. To me, anyways. I guess so when I say that I miss having that intimate connection with somebody. Yeah, I do. I miss having that relationship and connection with a person. I don't want that person to commit to me. I don't want to commit to that person because I don't want people to make promises to me that they can't keep. I do not like people setting I don't even want to say rules or boundaries or guidelines or whatever, but you know what I mean? Like, don't put a label on it. It doesn't need a label. Was that my door? I don't know if that was my door or not. I don't think it was my door. Um, yeah, I just, I guess I just miss that, intimate connection that I used to have with a guy, most recently with my best friend. We haven't had that connection in a couple of months. And I don't know if we ever will again. So, yeah, that part's hard. And then also, when you go back home after being in a treatment program and you go back home to your family and friends, you're going to feel different. And they're going to look at you different. They're going to talk to you different. They're going to act differently with you. And you're going to feel different from them. And you're going to feel that separation. And for some people, it's going to be too hard. And they're going to go back to their old patterns of behavior and thinking, and they're going to go back to the bottle or they're going to go back to the drugs. Because it's too hard to not feel like you belong. It's too hard being on the outside of the glass looking in. For some people, that is too hard to do. And it is difficult. It's very easy to get pulled back in. And that's something that I struggle with in my walk on the red road. Because I want to be clean. I want to be sober, not drunk ass. Fucking drunk off my ass. I don't want that. But I also still want that connection with my friends and family so that it doesn't feel like I'm on the outside looking in. Because I hate being on the other side of the glass. I hate not feeling like I'm a part of it. And I really struggle with that. And I really struggle to maintain my boundaries, my self values and morals and all that. I struggle to maintain those when I'm with other people who don't have the same beliefs, morals, values, and whatever as I do. What I need to learn is that it's okay that they don't. Not everyone is me. Not everyone is like me. Not everyone is going to have the same beliefs, morals, values that I. What I have to learn is that that's okay. And just because they're different, as long as we can respect each other, everything's fine. As long as I can respect that they're different, and as long as they can respect I'm different, and as long as we can come to a mutual understanding, that's all that matters. Easier said than done, right? Um, yeah, this is definitely something that I'm going to be approaching my counselor, my psychologist. I'm going to see next week, therapist that I have, um, so that I can work on these things before I go back home, before I'm out of treatment, because I don't want to fall back. I know what my goals are. I know what I want to do. I want to go back to school. Um, but, like, I have to keep all my shit in place. And with someone who suffers from attention disorder, which has definitely increased my addiction. Um, Doing all this is going to be hard. It's going to be really, really hard. But, that's why I have such a good support system. That's why I have a psychologist, a therapist, a treatment program, my healing brothers and sisters, my NA program, my CA program, my sponsor, my friends and family. I have to stop thinking that I'm alone because I'm not. I'm not alone. I have so many people behind me. Just because I don't have that one person that I want does not mean I'm alone. Just because I don't have that one person that I want standing beside my side does not mean that I'm alone. And I have to remember that that's their loss, not mine. That's their loss. They're the dumbass. Anyone who doesn't want to be around me is a dumbass, right? I'm the shit. I'm the fucking shit right here. It took me a long time to say that. Took me a long time to see it. But I'm seeing it more every day. This bitch is a shit right here. And anyone who doesn't see that, you know where the door is. Don't let it hit you on your way out. Or do let it hit you on your way out. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I'd rather have it smack your ass on your way out the door. Anyway, I'm gonna try and go to bed. Or maybe watch a movie with my girls, seeing as I can't freaking go to sleep. Just like every goddamn fucking night. Sorry, pardon my French. I'm really getting frustrated with my sleep here. It hasn't been the best. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.